The Daisy 880 was first introduced in the early 1970s by Daisy Company, which had been making the Daisy BB gun since, I think, in the late 19th century. There's ads that I found on Pinterest that go back to World War I. I've got one that goes back to the Red Ryder days previous to World War II. But the problem that Daisy had was velocity was not very much. I think it was like 250 feet per second. As the 60s went on, they ended up needing a market for a little higher velocity, so they came up with the pneumatic pump, and the 880 Powerline was the introduction of that. Today I'm going to be shooting the Daisy with a different scope. This is a 4x15 scope, which for me, because I have fairly bad eyesight, getting up there in years. So what I've decided to do today is sort of my challenge, is I need to get a larger scope on with a better field of view and compare it with how I did with this one. And for pellets, I used the Daisy pointed pellet. 651 Daisy pellet. 656. 657 on 4. This is a cross one. The one with the orange body with a metal tip. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to replace the original Daisy scope with the Simmons 4x32 scope. It's got a lot better field of view than the Daisy does. In order to do that, I'm going to have to use these Weaver scope mounts. They're 3/8 for a 3/8 inch dovetail. I'll get back with you when I get done with that and get it zero. I got it zeroed, but it took a while. I had to shoot this at like 5 yards just to get it here so I can make the adjustments to get it to there. And just to give you an idea how big that is, there's my finger. So it took a long time, probably an hour, just to get it to that stage. But once I got it there, then I moved it back to 13 yards and was able to do it pretty quickly on the regular target. Game on. Go. 8, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017.
through it.
Here's the shed behind me where you can see where I was shooting. Behind that, pretty much you can see the bookshelf and the door. In between there is where I was shooting from. Last shot, this one here I threw. If you compare the first times that, shooting through each scope this last couple days, this was the first time I shot without any practice using the 4x15 scope. And for me, the shot group was all over the place. So let's see, I threw the very last shot, and you saw my reaction on it, was I threw that round, and I knew it right away. But the rest of the shot group is pretty tight, as you can see, and it was much easier for me to see the results. So I like the bigger scope on there. It's easier for me to see the target. With a little more practice on it and less hurried conditions, I probably could have gotten this a little better. But one other thing I'd like to factor in here, that I actually shot BBs on the first try, and really it wasn't that bad of a shot group. Then I was doing research a little bit on the background of the Daisy 880 and came across a couple blogs, and where I did not realize, but if you shoot BBs through a rifled pellet gun, that it actually will make it less accurate. So I decided I'm not going to shoot any more BBs through this for a while and stick with the pellets. I have future videos in mind where I'm going to compare the pellets for purely the ballistic nature of them. So I think I will continue to just shoot pellets through this gun. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please press the like button and subscribe to this channel. I appreciate it. Thank you.